Some years ago in Lagos, I was on my way home and it started to rain heavily. I was driving across the third mainland bridge. There was a heavy traffic. While I was stuck in the traffic, not knowing when I would get home, I saw a beautiful young lady standing beside the road. She was soaked from the rain. She was also holding a small handbag tightly. Cars passed her, splashing water on her, but she didn't look angry. I guess her major concern was about getting home also. I told myself, mind your business. But the gentleman in me made me slow down anyways. I rolled down my window and said to her, "Hello, do you want the rain to carry you away? Hop in, let me give you a ride." She looked at me carefully, like checking if I was a kidnapper. Then she responded, "I don't enter strangers' cars in Lagos." I said to her, "Me too. I fear strangers. But unless you are a mermaid enjoying this rain, enter before the cold finishes you." She noticed I was really trying to help. Then she got inside my car. In my car, jazz music was playing. She asked if it was mine. I told her I was a keyboardist at a lounge in VI, but my dream was to open my own jazz club. She smiled and said she is an actress also, although Nollywood is yet to star her in a major movie. We had some chit chats as I maneuvered the traffic. When I dropped her that night at her residence in Ajegule, she gave me a smile that I can still remember. We started seeing each other at parks, suya spots. We were having aimless walks and long conversations. Her name is Mimi. Mimi and I grew closer, but always in between the hustle. She wakes up at 5 a.m. in Ajegule, squeezed into buses, went to auditions in Surulere. Me on the other side, I prepared for lounge gigs in VI, playing songs I didn't even like because my boss only wanted commercial music. Our joy came from small things: attending events together, eating suya, buying roasted corns, going to cinemas, and others. It was obvious that there was an emotional connection between us. One night, Mimi called me. Her voice was shaking. "Shegun," she said, "my cousin said she can't keep paying the rent, that I have 2 weeks to come up with the money or I find somewhere else to stay." I rushed to her place that very night. The small room had two mattresses, a thin curtain, and heat that matched her tears. She tried to look strong, but I could see through her that she was breaking. That night, I went back home and sat with my keyboard, my only treasure, my assets. The next day, I carried the keyboard to a pawn shop in Alaba International Market to sell it. The pawn owner said to me, "Shegun, this keyboard is your life. Why do you want to sell it?" I smiled and responded, "Sometimes you give up part of your dream to keep another dream alive." I sold my keyboard and used the money to pay her rent. Till date, I never told her where it came from. After some months, Mimi called me on the phone. She was sounding so excited. She said to me, "Shegun, they cast me in a Nollywood film in Asaba. I was happy for her, but after the call, fear crept into my heart. She later left for Lagos for Asaba. Weeks turned to months, with communication declining. After a few years, Mimi's face was on posters, blogs, red carpet events, giving celebrity vibes. Then came the rumors. Blogs linked her to a popular Nollywood actor. The headlines read, Mimi and Prince Ken, Nollywood new power couple. Meanwhile, my own investor for the jazz club pulled out because of financial crisis. Then bills piled up. It wasn't an easy run on my side. Years passed. Mimi became a star. Fortunately, I finally opened my jazz club that I named Shegun Jazz House. We both had our relationships with other people, but somehow we always returned to each other. The day I knew our bond was still strong was during my mother's funeral in Ibadan. I didn't even tell her. I just posted the obituary posters on social media. But during the burial, a car drove towards my compound. I looked up, and there she was. No makeup, no cameras, no paparazzi, just Mimi standing beside me. At that moment, I knew no distance, no fame, no rumors could kill what we had. Every feeling we once had regenerated. I was very satisfied seeing Mimi again. After the burial, we both left Ibadan for Lagos. We renewed our commitment to each other. One night, she came to my jazz house. She sat quietly beside me. Then she said, Shegun, I just got a Hollywood offer. This time, 3 years in Los Angeles. This is a dream come true to many actors and actresses. Mimi's star was unstoppable. Before I utter a word, my phone buzzed. The federal government just approved my proposal to sponsor my jazz club expansion nationwide and also offered me a gig to be a foremost entertainer to foreign dignitaries. This is a massive contract I have never had. We were both thanking our stars and feeling happy for the great news from both of us. But there was a challenge. The politician that can authorize my contract is the same person Mimi had openly criticized in interviews. If she goes to Los Angeles, the distance between us might end our relationship. If I accept the government contract, her career could suffer. That night, we sat in silence, holding hands. She looked at me and said, Shegun, we can't win both ways. Either we sacrifice our love or we sacrifice our future. This is just the beginning. Kindly subscribe to this channel for part 2